The dense forests of Ekiti State have suddenly become a massive battleground, and the criminal elements who thought they could turn the region into their personal safe haven are currently running for their lives. Right now, a massive and highly coordinated joint security operation is actively sweeping through the deep forest of Ekiti North Senatorial District, specifically targeting the notorious Ikole-Irele forest axis. This is not just a regular police patrol. The operation features a heavy and uncompromising combination of the Nigerian Army, the Department of State Services, the Nigeria Police Force, the Civil Defense, the state-backed Amotekun Corps, the Agro-Martial Corps, and very importantly, the fiercely dedicated local hunters and vigilante groups, including the brave men from the Koro border communities. For weeks, residents in these rural areas have been living in absolute fear, but the tables have finally turned, and the hunters have officially become the hunted. To fully understand why this massive military and local security push is happening right now in March 2026, we have to look at the recent security tension that has been building up along the borders of Ekiti, Kwara, and Kogi states. Recently, heavily armed bandits who were feeling the intense heat and pressure from security forces in neighboring Kwara State began fleeing southward. They desperately tried to infiltrate the thick forest of Ekiti to set up new camps, coordinate fresh kidnapping rings, and build up their operational capacity. These fleeing criminals aggressively invaded several farming communities, including Irele, Itapaji, Ijoa, Iyemero, and Okeako. They practically took over ancestral farms, blocked access to water sources, and subjected innocent residents to constant terror. The situation became so terrible that community leaders from these 6 towns had to urgently write a powerful protest letter directly to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Ekiti State Governor Biodun Oyebanji, warning of an impending humanitarian catastrophe if nothing was done immediately. The bandits even pushed their luck by attacking the Koro community right on the Kwara and Ekiti border, where they engaged in a fierce gun battle that unfortunately led to the death of a courageous forest guard named Samuel. That tragic loss was the final straw. Governor Biodun Oyebanji immediately sponsored an unannounced surprise military and local security package to completely flush these criminals out of the state once and for all. The special advisor to the governor on security matters, Brigadier General Ebenezer Ogundana, confirmed that the joint task force has aggressively pushed into the forests. The strategic operation is currently sweeping from Ayedun, moving through Ipao, Okeako, and Irele, all the way up to the Kogi State border. Another heavily armed team is clearing the route from Itapaji to Iyemero and heading toward the Kwara State border. The addition of local hunters to this operation is the biggest game changer. These indigenous hunters understand every single hidden trail, every cave, and every river crossing within these forests. They possess deep spiritual and physical knowledge of the terrain, making it absolutely impossible for the bandits to hide or lay successful ambushes. If you are enjoying this detailed breakdown of the ongoing security operations and you love seeing our local communities successfully fighting back against criminal elements, please take a quick second to smash that like button. It really helps this video reach more people who need to hear this good news. Also, if you want to stay completely updated on the real facts regarding Nigeria's security, politics, and national development, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on your notification bell so you never miss out when we drop our next comprehensive report. Your support is what keeps us going. The results of this aggressive forest sweep are already showing massive success. The bandits, realizing that they are completely outgunned and outsmarted by the combined forces of the military and the local hunters, are scattering in total panic. Just a few days ago, operatives of the Ekiti State Security Network, popularly known as the Amotekun Corps, successfully intercepted and arrested 5 suspected fleeing bandits in Okimesi, Ekiti. These men, who claimed to be farmers from Jigawa and Kaduna states, were caught trying to escape the forest heat. When the Amotekun officers searched them, they recovered locally made guns, axes, daggers, mobile phones, and assorted charms. General Ogundana has made it crystal clear that this is a continuous operation. The security forces will not leave the forest until every single bandit is dislodged and every kidnapped victim is safely returned home. The government is actively profiling all the arrested suspects to determine their exact level of culpability before handing them over to immediate prosecution. This proactive approach by the Ekiti State government shows exactly what happens when conventional military forces combine their heavy firepower with the raw, localized intelligence of indigenous hunters. The bandits rely heavily on the cover of the thick forest to operate, but when the people who practically live in those forests decide to take up arms alongside the military, the bandits have absolutely no chance of survival. The deployment of the State Amotekun Corps and the Agro-Martial Corps also highlights the incredible importance of regional security outfits in protecting our rural farming communities. As the joint security forces continue their relentless march through the Ikole and Irele forest, pushing toward the borders of Kwara and Kogi, the message being sent to criminal syndicates across the country is very clear. The southwest forests are no longer open for illegal business. This brings up a very important question for everyone watching right now. Do you believe that the federal government should officially fully arm and heavily fund these local hunters and forest guards to permanently protect our forests? Or do you think the responsibility should remain strictly with the Nigerian police force and the army? Let me know your honest thoughts in the comment section below, because your perspective is a vital part of this national security conversation.